Doing a little bit of a throwback with this video here. We're going like OG Titan Gaming style. It's going to be like a shorter video. We're going to be covering some leaks, some news, so you know what to expect pretty much for the rest of this season. I'm going to kind of wrap it all up in a nice bow for you guys, so we don't have to do another one of these leak videos for quite some time. We're going to be talking about like a lot of different stuff. We're going to be talking about when the first collection event goes live, and I'm going to be talking about that like way later on, so you're going to want to make sure you stick all the way to the end of this video so you don't miss out on that. We're also going to be going over the first limited time mode that we're going to be getting, and that might be coming with the collection event, but we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about the specific heirloom that Bangalore is getting, and I'm going to put up a picture of what it is, not the one that she'll have, but you know what it is. And then we're going to start off with the first code that's been leaked for Olympus. So we got a jam-packed schedule today. We're going to have to hit all these bing bang boom, get all this covered so that you guys are up to date with this information. Now, this is less than 24 hours old still when I'm publishing this video, so there's a pretty good chance that a lot of you guys hadn't even heard about some of this stuff. But spoiler warning ahead, if you want to be surprised when any of this stuff is coming out or surprised about that heirloom, you're gonna want to stop right here and I guess never come back, but don't actually do that. The first thing that we're gonna start off with is this code. Now, all of this is from Shrugdal. You can find him down in the description below and go check him out and follow him if you're not already, but we're going to be diving into this code now. I'm going to put it up on screen for you, and it says MPRR Tropic Island. So this is going to be the code name for our next map, which is Olympus. If you remember, about a month and a half ago, I made a video talking about the banner frames and banner poses from the Season 5 Battle Pass and how there were a lot of like palm trees and deserts and like that kind of stuff, like sandy islands, and it seems like that's what we're going to be getting for Olympus. A lot of people have sent me like the concept art of Olympus from Titanfall, and it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting that. We're going to be getting more of like the third map that they added to PUBG, if any of you guys know that, where it's like a lot of dense forests and palm trees and like shrubbery, that kind of stuff, which I'm really excited about, because one thing that we don't have a lot on either of the maps right now, on Kings Canyon or World's Edge, is like environmental obstructions. And what I mean by that is there aren't really many areas that have like dense trees or have like a lot of like sandy hills or like any of that kind of stuff. The closest that we got to that is, you know, back, if you remember, in Skulltown, there was like that, all that sandy area by Thunderdome, and then over around where Capacitor is now, there's a little bit of forestry over there, but not really a whole lot. So we're going to be seeing that a lot more with Olympus next season, and I'm pretty excited for that because it's going to change how sniping works and honestly just add a whole nother level of like dynamics to the game. So I think that's going to be really good. Now let's get into the Bangalore Heirloom, because I know this is what a lot of you guys are sticking around for. So again, I already warned you once, but I'll warn you again. If you don't want to know what Bangalore's heirloom is, click off right now. But for those of you who want to go on this journey with me, let's talk about it. Now, in the past, when a lot of these leaked, we didn't have like specifics for what it was gonna be, or you know, we'd have like a vague idea, but we like know what this one is gonna be. So it says melee _ skin _ Bangalore _ heirloom Bangalore tonfa, and I was like, what the heck is a tonfa? So after a quick Google search, found some images which I'll put up on screen for you guys, and you can see it's kind of like a baton that has an extra handle for you to like spin around, do some tricks, clobber some people, hopefully who deserve it. And overall, it's just looking like a really cool martial arts weapon. Now, it says on the wiki page, it's an Okinawan martial art melee weapon originating in Southeastern Asia. So I'm not really sure what this has to do with... That's my fire alarm, hang on. Alright, we're back. I don't know what this has to do with like Bangalore or her lore, but I'm pretty interested to see. Honestly, maybe, you know, it might just be like a form of melee weapon that they used in the IMC for the grunts when she was a soldier. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit more to it. Maybe they're like handed down, but we're gonna find out together at some point. Not right now though. So we gotta move on and talk about this limited time mode. Now, as I previously mentioned, this might come hand in hand with the collection event. It might not. This might be like a standalone limited time mode. But for those of you who have been following the leaks closely, you'll know that a couple of the data miners have been leaking this information for a campfire game mode, or bonfire, depending on who you follow. And so I'm going to come at you with the details of that, but also some changes. And essentially, this is going to be renamed to Flashpoint, just like that Wraith skin that we had way back in the beginning of the game. I don't know if there's any correlation. At this point, we just know that that's the new name. But essentially, what's going to happen in this game mode is that there's going to be no healing items anywhere on the map. In fact, the only way that you're going to be able to get healed is if you stand around bonfires that are going to be around the map. So you'll have to go there, and then there's like an area of effect like AoE healing, and as long as you're inside the radius, you'll slowly regain health over time. However, the catch is that this game mode is also in always be closing, so it's going to be pretty difficult to balance, and really by the end of the game you might be pulling up to the final fight with like 5 health if you get into a fight and don't have time to heal around the bonfire. This is definitely an interesting concept. However, I don't really think it's gonna work that well, and let me explain why before you start hating. It's already so much chaos with the always be closing because, you know, it's always closing. There's no time to recover and recuperate. Then on top of that, you now have the Evo shields. So you're forced to either take fights right at the beginning and get caught outside circle, or move towards circle and then find yourself with not much of a shield or no shield by the end of the game. Additionally, now there's the extra factor of not being able to heal unless you're around the bonfire. So honestly, I think this is just going to be a battle of attrition. I think you're going to be fighting a lot of people who have no health while you have no health, and it's going to kind of feel more like a team deathmatch than it does a battle royale, you know, because you have to find a new match if you die. And I think the time to kill is going to be incredibly low, like way lower than it is now. But moving on to our final point, which is the collection event, which is going to be going live on September 16th. And this will hopefully come with that bonfire, or as it's now referred to, Flashpoint game mode. And I'm just going to, you know, tie all of this together and say that the assumption is that in this collection event, you're going to be getting the Bangalore Heirloom, as well as this Flashpoint game mode, and the skins are going to have something to do with, like, futuristic vehicles. Now, that's just my own personal take, judging on the amount of, like, Battle Pass frames there are with, you know, the Revenant Hot Wheels car and Wraith with their motorcycle and all that kind of stuff. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. Are you excited for the Tonfa? Are you going to be buying all the skins so that you can get Bangalore's Heirloom? And if not, why not? That's going to be it for me for this video though, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button on your way out, as it really helps out this video in search results. And if you're not already, you can help me get to 30,000 subscribers by hitting that red subscribe button and joining the club. Thank you again, and until tomorrow, guys, take it easy.